Pete Townshend of The Who has gone public. He was on stage and he remembered that he had been abused. Here's how I found that out. My friend Maria lives on Long Island. Maria and I were both abused as children, and we both have recovered memories of that abuse. We talk on the phone and text a lot. And she texted back and said, when you texted, I was at a Broadway performance of Tommy. Well, she gets to go to Broadway performances a lot more than I do, living on the West Coast. And I didn't know what Tommy was about. She said that it really brought back feelings from her childhood. So I got curious about it. I knew I wasn't going to go to a Broadway musical anytime soon since I live on the West Coast. And so I just looked it up on the internet.
In Townshend's original version, Tommy was a rock star, but a friend of his, who was a critic and a pinball fanatic, thought that was a tired idea. So Townshend came up with a solution overnight.
I said, well, I could change it so that instead of being a rock star, he was a pinball player. I was clutching at straws. Anyway, so next day I sent him the demo.
I'm sorry, next day.
Next day, yeah.
Tommy has stayed on the Who's playlist for years now. But for Townshend, it's always been a lot more than just an album.
You've said that each iteration of Tommy takes something out of you. When you played Tommy all the way through at Royal Albert Hall in 2017, that was tough for you.
I had an anxiety attack.
Why?
I was in the middle of singing and I remembered a memory that I'd never remembered before. When I was a kid and I was staying with my crazy grandmother, I was between 4.5 and 6.5. I was abused and I remembered it. I'd never remembered it before, on the stage.
Oh my goodness.
And I nearly stopped and walked off the stage.
So Maria Sokoloff and I can say we have something in common with Pete Townshend. It's sad that what we have in common is child abuse.
So that kind of stuff does happen.